Hamdan, whose soul was once a river of light, flowing through the gardens of the desert. O Prince, whose laughter once called the falcons from the farthest peaks, now your steps fall heavy upon the sands of grief, and your breath carries the taste of unshed storms. The nights wrap around you not as a blanket of comfort, but as chains of silence. The moon above rides the same path it has always known. Yet it cannot find the courage to meet your eyes, for your gaze is deeper than the wells of time, and your sorrow heavier than the stones of the mountains. You walk among the dunes like a shadow that has lost its owner. Your hands remember the feel of rains, the warm wind rushing past as the stallion runs. But the horizon no longer opens for you, and the road is paved only with echoes. Your heart is a fortress, built from the ashes of dreams. Every wall whispers the name you cannot speak aloud. Every gate is locked by the memory of a smile that will never return. O Prince of the desert, who once painted the sky with the flight of falcons, now the air is filled only with the cry of winds. Your tents stand still beneath the stars, but inside the fire burns low as if mourning too. The rugs that once carried the rhythm of celebration now lie cold and folded, like wings that will not fly. The camels in the shade turn their eyes away, as though they know that joy no longer visits your door. You walk to the shore where the sea once embraced your laughter, but the waves retreat, as if fearing the weight of your sorrow. You speak to them, but they do not answer. You cast your words like pearls upon the tide, but the current steals them into the deep where no light reaches. The gulls cry above you, their wings slicing through the air like forgotten letters, and you wonder if even the birds have turned into messengers of grief. O Hamdan, the poet who knows the taste of silence. Your verses once bloomed like gardens in the hearts of strangers. Now they fall like autumn leaves upon the empty ground. The wind scatters them across the dunes, and each one becomes a grain of sand pressed into the story of the earth. You write not for applause but for survival, for every line is a rope that holds you from falling into the pit of forgetting. You speak to the night because it is the only listener that does not leave. You speak to the dawn because it still remembers your name. The mountains bow to your shadow, for they have learned from you the art of standing, despite the storms. The stars lean closer when you whisper your grief, for they know it is older than their own fire. The desert carries your footprints like a script of sacred truth. Each step, a prayer, each pause, a moment of surrender. The palms bend in the wind to shelter your path, but no shade can cool the burning in your chest. You are the falcon who has folded his wings, the rider who waits for a horse that does not come, the poet whose words are both wound and cure. The nights stretch long like unending corridors, and the days pass like slow caravans through heat. O soul beneath the golden heavens who once rode across horizons of joy, O rider whose heart once beat like the drums of celebration in the evening dunes. Now your eyes hold storms that no traveler can cross, and the night sky folds over you like the wings of sorrow. The falcons remember your laughter, yet now they circle in quiet longing. The desert has taken your voice and hidden it in the deepest dune. You walk among the palm groves, yet the shade feels colder than the open sun. You kneel by the shore and speak to the waves, but they return only with the whisper of the wind. Once the stars bent low to listen to your dreams, now they keep their distance as if afraid of the darkness in your gaze. The moon follows you, yet dares not light the depth of your shadow. Your footsteps echo in the empty courtyards, where once the songs of celebration flowed like rivers of perfume. The date palms weep with silver dew, each drop a tear for the prince whose joy has been stolen. You remember the days when the horses danced at your command, their manes flowing like banners of triumph. Now even the stables seem silent, as though they too have learned the taste of your grief. Your words are like petals torn from the rose, carried far by the wind, never to be gathered again. Yet still you write them upon the sand, knowing the tide will erase them, for that is the way of longing, to speak even when silence is certain. The mountains in the distance are your only witnesses. They have seen you kneel before the dawn, hands open to the sky, as if offering your heart to the light. They have heard the tremor in your breath, and the unspoken names that live in your soul. Every grain of sand beneath your feet carries your memory. Every gust of desert wind wears your scent. Every shadow in the oasis bends toward your presence, and yet the one you seek is not here. The one you call across the night does not come. O Hamdan, the poet who weaves sorrow into silk, whose lines are rivers of gold, flowing through valleys of despair. Your suffering is a crown of invisible thorns. Your throne is a seat carved from the bones of dreams. Your eyes are mirrors in which the sky sees its own fragility. You speak not to be heard, but to keep breathing, for each word is a bridge that holds you above the abyss.